Ooh, what a nice iPhone surprise.
Want daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck?
Of course you do.
Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Hello there, and welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, the show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Tuesday. What an interesting past 24 hours. Okay, let's do the news, sort of. All right, so first up for the day, story numero uno. Yes, I am going to talk about the iPhone stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, I want to give you an update to the whole Unbox Therapy situation. I just didn't want to use that in the thumbnail or the title just to avoid all that, like, you're just doing this for views bullshit. Honestly, I'm over it. I'm not trying to go after Lou. I just want him to tell the truth. Whatever, here's the update, and this is the last I'm going to talk about this. Yesterday, we posted a video about how we discovered that prior to Lou launching his brand new phone cases, the later case, we found proof that he deleted videos where he mentioned Pitaka cases. Cases that Pitaka themselves, as well as a lot of people in the community, said that Lou copied the design from. We also mentioned that he most likely got his cases from a supplier on Alibaba. Okay, updates start here. Lou actually tweeted me yesterday morning saying that I could have just asked him directly, and he'll be explaining it all on an episode of Lou later in the day. Okay, he's going to address it, so we all patiently waited around for the episode to come out. The episode drops, and it's not at all what we thought it was going to be. It's just 45 minutes of nothing. He doesn't address any of the questions that we brought forward, like why he deleted Pitaka videos literally the day before he launched his brand new case, why his case looks a lot like the Pitaka one, none of that. In fact, pretty much all we get is he just scoffs at some shitty $1 cases from AliExpress and says, see, I didn't get them there because look at all these revisions I made. I custom made these cases. And he just shows us a bunch of different versions of the case on his table. We didn't say he got them from AliExpress. We said he most likely got them from Alibaba. You absolutely can get revisions of products that you order from Alibaba. That's like the point. That's why you connect with manufacturers on Alibaba. You cannot get revisions from stuff that you order from AliExpress. That's different. You can from Alibaba. And oh my god, holy shit, that is totally fine. But this is just how Alibaba works. You find a product that you like based off of the product template, you connect with the supplier, the manufacturer of the product, maybe you go back and forth a couple times to negotiate, and then you ask for samples. They send you samples, you can ask for revisions and keep getting samples until you're happy, and then you make the bulk order, and that's when you end up with thousands of these cases. So yeah, I'm sure Lou did ask for a few revisions. And the supplier from Alibaba that we use as an example on yesterday's episode of Front Page Tech does offer Kevlar as a material option. Whatever suppliers he did use, I would almost go as far as to maybe guess that maybe Pitaka and Lou are using the same suppliers, and that's why we end up with cases that are so similar. Listen, the bottom line is that we were correct. We correctly retraced his steps and showed that, in fact, he did go ahead and delete videos a day before he launched his case, videos that featured a case that looked identical to his, and he was purposely trying to suppress content. So he couldn't just say, oh, it was an accident. I didn't know it looked like the Pitaka case. Obviously he did, and that's why he deleted and suppressed the content. And that's fine. In fact, I probably wouldn't have even covered this if he was just transparent, left the videos up and didn't try to hide his tracks. I probably never would have talked about this, because whatever, just fucking sell your cases. He even issued a copyright strike on a video on the Pitaka channel. Remember how when The Verge started taking videos down and issuing copyright strikes, we all complained? But it's cool when Lou does it, I guess. He took down the video with a blatant abuse of the copyright system. He said he did it because they used a clip of him without his permission. But that video has been up for 2 years. And now, all of a sudden, because his case looks like the Pitaka case, he issued a copyright strike on the Pitaka video 2 years. It's been up for 2 years, and he came back to strike down the video 2 years later. Now, all of a sudden. Maybe that's why it's called the later case. He kept sending tweets on Twitter yesterday to random threads to random people until I finally said that none of the core questions were actually answered. And earlier, when he wanted me to ask him first, here I am, doing it, asking you first. And he pretty much couldn't be bothered at that point, because he already copied and pasted a bunch of responses to random people. But eventually, he did come around. He started answering some of the questions in the thread, all the while totally avoiding the real issue. It is maddening. He took down the Pataka videos because they were of no use to him anymore. Funny how your other case videos get to stay up, though, and it was only 2 videos out of all your videos that got removed because they featured Pataka, the case that looks like your case. That's the only ones that got removed. He issued a copyright strike to the Pataka YouTube channel because they used a clip without his permission. And he just doesn't want the Pataka videos up anymore because then people could take the clips from his video and edit it into an ad. But Lou, you make videos about stuff, and I'm sure Pataka is not the only company that has quoted you talking about their stuff. Anyone, at anywhere, at any time can take any of your videos, any clip, any quote from any of your videos and edit themselves and put it into an ad, so you might as well just private all of your videos while you're at it, right? No? Just the Pataka ones? Because they look like your case? Listen, if you want to see the thread, I guess I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It's over on Twitter. It's an absolute fucking mess, and because he didn't talk to me privately, everyone is jumping in on this thread. It's a mess, but you can read it if you want. And I hope somewhere in there you get the answers you're looking for personally. Anyway, that's it. I'm done with this topic. Bottom line, we got the story right. We retraced all his steps of him deleting his own videos, trying to suppress Pataka content because their case looks like his case. Whatever. The bottom line is, we got the story correct. He didn't deny it. In fact, he confirmed it. We're not trying to go after Lou here. This is the last thing we're going to say about it. We just gave you the facts. You can choose whether you care or not. If you care, cool. If you don't, cool. He's still gonna sell a ton of these cases, like a lot of them. And I think it's cool that he's trying something different. And no one would blame him for deleting and covering up Pataka videos because he knows his case looks like the Pataka case and he wants to erase the competition. He can delete videos, hide tweets like he's been doing, hide comments. That's fine. That's business. I just wish he had the balls to say it, especially after we caught him. But apparently, he left his balls over on that pickup truck where all the iPhones are that he was supposed to give away. All right, so last up, let's talk about this iPhone stuff. I'm personally kind of excited about it. It's kind of a new, weird thing that we're going to get from Apple, and I'm all about it. So, you know how we've been seeing really weird sizes for iPhones coming up in 2020? So, the sizes that we were supposedly looking at was a 5.4-inch model. That would be the iPhone 12 Pro. There would be a small version, way smaller than we're used to. Currently, it's like 5.8 inches. This would be 5.4. And then a 6.1-inch regular iPhone 12. And then a 6.7-inch iPhone 12 Pro Max. These names are so bad. But apparently, that's not what is happening. And there's actually a fourth mystery iPhone in the mix. According to reports, Apple is going to start releasing phones twice throughout the year instead of once. So a spring and then a fall release. That spring and fall release would hopefully start around 2021. So here's what we're looking at for a 2020 iPhone lineup. A 6.4-inch model OLED 5G dual lens camera. And then another 6.1-inch model OLED that has 5G dual lens camera. And then 2 Pro models. Another model that is 6.1 inches, OLED, 5G, triple lens camera, 3D sensing. And then another Pro model, 6.7 inch, this is the Pro Max or whatever, 6.7-inch model, OLED, 5G, triple lens camera, 3D sensing. And who knows, maybe in the Pro models we'll get that 120 hertz ProMotion display. So all said and done, 4 new iPhones next year, and then by 2021 we're getting a different release schedule, which, to be honest, is a really great idea from Apple. They have to. They have gotta. The competition is just so hot. It's so hot lately, and these manufacturers are releasing phones all the time, like throughout the year. Samsung is doing it, Huawei's, everyone's doing it, and Apple is just like kind of taking their time with one release a year. That ain't gonna cut it anymore. So I'm definitely looking forward to a dual release per year. So a spring release and a fall release. That they kind of have to at this point, because everyone else around them is dancing circles with releasing devices. Not saying that releasing more devices makes you the better company, helps you sell more stuff, but just releasing once a year isn't going to cut it anymore. And especially in terms of the selling cycles of selling these units, and when people are willing to buy the units, releasing twice throughout the year is probably the best move. And that's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit the Hit the like button if you hate my stupid face. Hit the dislike button. That works too. If you're new here, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.